Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? It's Friday. It's Friday. Is it? Is it? What is Friday? What is a day? Why do we conform ourselves to these materialistic concepts of days? I guess it makes organizing stuff easy. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? It's Friday. Yeah, I woke up, I went in the garage and I mudded and taped. Then I came inside and ate some Eggos, and now I'm here. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Bit of a short stream today, and by short I mean like 2 hours. Then I gotta get back to work and gotta watch the little guy too. But it is Friday, and we are totally just doing a print and chill stream. We'll faff about with this more because I haven't been in this room since it's Tuesday. I literally finished the stream and I haven't been in this room since then because every morning has been garage stuff. So wake up, do garage stuff until wifey's got to go to work, and then it's just me and the little guy in the afternoon. So yeah. It's this whole week's been a write-off in terms of 3D printing stuff, but it's all for the greater good because it's coming along. It's coming along. The garage is coming along. So I actually was hoping to be able to stream in there today, but it's a complete mess right now. 1 second here. I will show you. Okay, so this is kind of it right now. It's all drywalled, except for this little part right here, but I need to move all this shit first. So the problem is I'm using this garage. Like, you can't see this black area back here. This is where my fridge is at. It's in the middle of the room. So I'm trying to get this one wall right here done quickly. So I've got it. This is what I was doing this morning. I got it all mudded and taped. So I can hopefully sand it this afternoon so I can paint it tomorrow morning. So that way, tomorrow afternoon, I can move all this shit against this wall so I can finish the rest of it. In terms of mudding, painting, sanding, all that fun stuff. So yeah. So that's, this is kind of where we're at right now. Get in there, get in there. The headlights on the rat rake. Yeah, it's bright. Cracking the whip. Well, here's the thing. I need to get it done as quickly as possible. One, I keep forgetting Murph is in, like, how much time do I have before Murph? I got this weekend and next weekend. Yeah, I've got, like, basically I want it to the point where I could, if I need to, film out there, because we are in a bit of a stream content drought right now in terms of like printer kit builds. There's a bunch on the way. It's just whenever they show up, it's when they show up. We got Prusa XL, NXK3, a VZ bot 330, a Rook. And there's one more. I can't remember what it is. But we got like 5 or 6 printers that are coming to me at some point, and we're gonna need somewhere to build them. So I'm hoping to get this kinda to a state where I can at least like do some stuff out here. If I want viewer something catching fire. Yes, but the problem is this is my house. I like to live in my house. I do have some new blaster parts to print. Yeah, true. But I've got like a billion printers, so it'll take me like one afternoon. I printed everything for this build, other than the mods, in an afternoon. Like I literally told everything to print, and I woke up the next day and it was done. So yeah. Have a good stream going on for barbecue and cheer. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Hey, I made money if you remembered me, and I buy a Voron 2.4. Cool. Thoughts going to Mark IV or cross gantry? No, dumb. Don't do it. No. Because if you're gonna, here's the thing. I kind of have a thing against people, like nothing against the printers themselves, but if you take an ender and you rip it down to its bare bones parts and then build it into like a Core XY, you're not modding an ender. You're building a new printer with the scraps of another printer. And the Mark IV is not worth being ripped down and rebuilt into a cross gantry, because you could probably build that cross gantry with self-sourced parts cheaper than a Mark IV kit will run you. And then you still have a Mark IV. Remember, 2 is 1 and 1 is none with 3D printers. More printer, always better. If you want to build a cross gantry printer, build one from scratch. Don't sacrifice a perfectly good Mark IV for what? The stepper motors? And like, don't bother. Don't do that. And I want an extruder and it's low. That's okay. That is kind of valid. Can you buy? Let's. In terms of content today, we're just literally flying by. You are the content today, chat. So, yeah, you're dictating what we're doing today. So, parts and accessories, spare parts. Can you buy spare parts for the Mark IV yet? No. So you can't buy 3D printers. Extruder. Can you buy spare parts? Can you buy an extruder by itself yet? Because I'll be honest, I want one. I want the tool head assembly, the extruder with the hot end with the load cell in it. I want that assembly. I want that unit. I want to do stuff with that. You can use the stock rods, bearings, firmware, electronics, but still, your rods are cheap. Like I just don't see the point of spending the premium on a Mark IV and then ripping it apart and then reusing rods. Like, rods are cheap, bearings are cheap, motors are cheap. Like, why are you spending extra? And then a control board. Any 32-bit control board will be fine. They all have all the features, and just run Clipper on it. So I see it as a waste. That's like buying, you know, a brand new car to race at the 24 Hours of Lemons. Like, you're buying something to rip a lot of it out of it, and when you could have just, you know, bought something, kind of just, you know, build it. So yeah, Clipper support the load cell. That's the thing. The load cell itself is, I don't know if Clipper supports it yet. Clipper will be able to interpret it, I'm pretty sure, because it's just a load cell. Clipper can work with load cells already. The issue is if it works as accurate, because the advantage that Marlin, or whatever Clipper's firmware, because it's deviated from Marlin so much, is it really still Marlin? It's real time. It's instant. Clipper works a lot off batched commands. I don't know how a load cell that's constantly giving you values will work, or if it would just be a switch at that point. Coda Clutch, $20. Cheers. Shop fun. I'm working on my shop as well. I took a dive off a ladder and broke my ankle. So, ooh, hope you're okay. What bed? This is a Rat Rig 200 V-Core 3, and it is the Mandela Roseworks bed with a flex plate on it. So, hello from Argentina. Hello. What else? What else? Oh yeah, hey, every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. This stream is the same like every other stream, so we're doing that as well. So if you haven't entered yet for your chance, link in the video description. Also, if you're not on the Discord yet, go join the Discord. This month's community challenge is now live. So you can go ahead and enter for this month's community challenge. It's summer themed. So it's really easy. There's 2 categories. One category pretty much anyone can enter. Just print something summer related. We're very open-ended with that, but you know, you get points for creativity. Gotta unload some filament here. So enter there. The other category is like a practical summer print. So like a beach umbrella. If you 3D printed a beach umbrella, good for you. Something like that. So yeah, enter, link in the video description. Talk tools, what brand of hex screwdriver? Half the time I just use these cheap Tecton Allen keys. And then I have these that Fabrico gave me at Murph last year that I'm missing a few of. And then I use an LTT screwdriver. Funky looking side panel. Yeah, I might do, I am so like busy with the reno right now. I need to do a video on the rat rig, like my thoughts on the build process of it. I've got videos from Rapid I still need to finalize and put out. I may have one for Sunday, we'll see. It's just I haven't been, you know, haven't had time to just sit down and relax in front of the computer and edit for several hours over the last little while, so. .4 is having heat creep issues, being waiting on a new hot fan. Yeah, having a good hot end fan is really critical on a 2.4. It's kind of, really kind of important. LTT screwdriver Mexit headset has been out for a while. Ooh, that sucks. I bought mine like new. Sunday is Charlie Day. I don't do anything on Sundays. Oh, Steve. No, Steve, isn't Steve streaming tomorrow? Because Steve is building a Voron with Pooch, actually. So I thought he was streaming tomorrow. Trying to line up all these, I won't say stupid, but stupid T-nuts. So I can put this panel back on. And of course, my LTT screwdriver is in the garage. There we go. Oh, is Pooch involved in 3D printing? A YouTuber? Pooch? Repcord. Repcord. One second here. Pooch from Repcord. Where is it? Where is it? I know they tweeted it. Where is it? Maybe Steve tweeted it. Oh, it helps if I actually click on their profile, actually. There we go, okay. I thought he tweeted it, or retweeted it, or something. Oh. Anyways, yeah, Steve and Pooch are building it. I don't know when. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, earlier in the day. So what are we gonna print today? Somebody tell me, somebody link me something on the Discord that we can print on here. Somebody give me a fun print to do. Because today is totally a print and chill day. It might have been on his channel, yeah. He might be one of the smart YouTubers that actually posts puts the live streams up, you know, at a decent time instead of like half hour before you go live, like I do. A big Cali Dragon, Optimus Primal. Can we do the Optimus Primal on here? It's got a 0.6 nozzle. I'm sure we could. Yeah, let's do the Optimus Primal. Let me get the panels all on here. And we'll do the Optimus Primal. I think I know what filament I'm going to use too. Let's do it big. You do know this is a 200mm printer. Okay, so let's take here printable. It's on printables, right? Paramount Pictures. Ooh. So we'll do the face. Files, STL files. Download. Get some Orca slicer here. Downloads. Oh, we're gonna need a fun amount of supports for this. So let's that's gonna be fun to do in FFM or FDM. That is okay. Support, enable support. I don't know if we have tree auto. Threshold angle 60 degrees. Build weight. Okay. There's brim. Outer and inner. 0. Generic PLA. Quality. 0.2 layer height. Strength. Okay, so let's see how big we can go. Yeah, I know the camera freaks out every time I hit slice. It does it. Let's see. Well, that does that. Some people have linked some stuff in the Discord. Apollo 5. I'm not printing a full Saturn 5. We ain't got time for that. Oh, little owl bear. Big rig truck. We're gonna try and keep it PG. Yeah, this is Orca slicer. That's kind of the slicer I've been using for this. But in terms of filament, so I've got a few options. Obviously, it monkey, so we want it metal monkey. We need something a little metallic. Oh no, that's shoot. I thought that was. That's not. That's a. What do I have? What do I have? So I do have, well, we'll see how much filament I need here. Yeah, I know the camera's freaking out. Overhead? No, all the cameras freak out. It's something to do with slicing. It just hits the CPU, and with the Elgato Streamlink card, it just decides it does this. Maybe I need to update my drivers. I don't know. Shoot. Like, I do have... this is Prusa Mystic Brown, which is like a brown with like hint of a purple in it. This is gonna take a day. Oh, that's too much support. That is a ton of support. And I could really drop that infill down. Okay. So let's infill 5% gyroid. Two walls. Over top. Two walls. Because it's a 0.8 or 0.6 nozzle. 0.2 layer height. 0.3 layer height. Speed. This is all stock speeds. For the V-Core. We're not running it crazy fast. Camera's gonna crap out again. We're doing that retro cyberpunk aesthetic with the glitchingies on the screen. Did I only change first layer height? Shit. 1 second. I did. Slice plate. So yeah, I think we're gonna do this Mystic Brown. If I have enough, because it's Prusa, so it's like 800 meters instead, or 800 grams instead of a kilogram. Because the other options I have for metallic, I think I have copper somewhere, but no, I don't have enough copper. Yeah, I guess we're going with this Mystic Brown. Steven, you're trying to make sense of the plot of a Transformers movie. Don't. Hello, banana. It's taking a while to calculate all these slices or all these supports. Ooh. Ooh. It's a glitch in the matrix. It knows. There's plot. Truck not monkey. I was around for the whole truck not monkey thing. I'm running the park fan for PLA when it's all open like this. I run the park cooling fan at 40% max because I value my hearing. It's not the camera. It does it with like all the cameras. It's something to do with the it has something to do with the Streamlink. Or the Elgato Camlink Pro. As soon as you start to do anything closely related to like a super heavy tax on the CPU, especially bursty stuff like this, because slicers hit your CPU hard. It just causes those glitches. Okay, how much does a spool of Prusa weigh empty? So that's 913 grams. 228. So we should be good. But it needs 487 grams. So we should be okay. Should be okay. Monkey. I could probably get rid of a lot of this infill stuff. Why is there infill in my tree supports? Why are we putting infill in tree supports? Where is that setting for infill for tree supports? Branch angle. Oh, the style of support. Okay. Well, I want tree supports to make them stronger for bamboo's fast travel. The bed doesn't move though. Base pattern. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hollow. So we gotta slice it again. So prepare for the glitches. It might be the GPU. Actually, let's task manager. Let's see what's being hit here while this slices. So there's GPU. There's the GPU. So the GPU is also being hit by encoding. Tree slim. Let's try tree slim. There we go. There we go. Let that detect. It's a PCI. It's PCI. I got the PCI Express card in there. Okay, let's see here. Apparently there's a load macro. Load filament. Daniel, $22 to help insulate the ceiling. Thank you. I think I'm going to, at this point, when it comes to the ceiling, I probably am actually going to look into somebody spray foaming it. So if you watched the video that I put out yesterday, which a bunch of you did, so thank you. And if you haven't, go watch it. I'm talking about the ceiling in my garage is already like drywalled, but I need to insulate it. And to insulate it, I need to put a vapor barrier to prevent it. It's not so much like fumes from the exhaust, it's moisture. Because if I have a heated garage in the winter and the air in the attic is cool because I have a vented attic, right? My attic isn't enclosed. It's a vented attic. There we go. That saved a bunch of time in filament. Okay. So 18 hours. And Wayne gifted 5 community memberships. So the thing is, I need something that I can that would basically make it so that Are you actually feeding? You're not feeding. You're jammed up. Gotta put a little notch on you to feed you in. Uh-oh, I broke it. Shit. I need to put a vapor barrier of some sort. Now, I was looking into it. Apparently there's paints that count as a vapor barrier. I don't know how good those are. That involved... This filament keeps breaking. Shit. Well, I guess I gotta push it through. Wait, actually, retract, retract, retract. Haha! Give it back. Okay, extrude. Foil wrap, bubble wrap. Why aren't you feeding in? Is there a jam in there? Of course, it does this after I take the side panel off. There's something preventing me from putting the filament in. What the fuck? What is going on here? There's like a jam in it. Yeah, there's a jam above the hot end, and I can't. Ah, shit. I hate when this happens. Oh. There we go. There we go. Hate it when that happens. I made the mistake. I hate unloading, like unloading macros that just pull the filament out slowly. Because I find what happens a lot of the time is you get like a little wisp that will block it, and then you're not able to like print essentially. Extrude. There we go. Upload and print. Optimus Primal head. I really don't want this to fail. So we're using all the glue stick. Foam is good for small gaps. Well, the problem is the ceiling's already drywalled. Look at that nozzle can that we put in the other day. So the ceiling is already drywalled. Let me pull it up here. So yeah, so the ceiling is already drywalled, okay? But there's no vapor barrier above it. So what can happen is if there's any small holes or gaps, if your garage is heated in the winter, you got nice hot air, it moves into the cold air in the attic, and that creates moisture, which means mold. Mold is bad. So you need to basically put something that doesn't allow vapor to move through. Tom, $10, cheers. Don't get to watch you live often. I'm building my first V2 R2 and the videos have been a lifesaver. Awesome. It's good to hear. That's why I do them. Did I thank Wayne for the 5 gifted community memberships? If so, thank Wayne. Spray foam on the outer wall to OSB as you're setting on. Well, I've already got the walls are all insulated. So what I might do is just pay a guy to come in and just go up in the attic and spray foam on the back side of the drywall. Because what you do is, let me find a picture of it here. You can rent a machine to do this, but you don't know, you pay somebody to do this. Yeah. Wow, there's some really shitty ones here. But you basically do this, okay? So you have a guy go up there and you basically spray along the back of all the joists along the drywall. This makes it, this counts as a vapor barrier because it's closed cell foam. So this counts as a vapor barrier. So you go up there and you spray it, and then if it's not enough, you just go up there and blow an insulation. Okay, so it shares a wall with the house, but also the attic space. So the attic space is continuous between the house and the garage. Epoxy paint. The thing is, it's got to be rated by code, which I don't know if epoxy paint on the ceiling is. Pay a guy to foam it level. They didn't insulate because they don't need to. The garage is it's a semi-detached garage, so it only shares like a little bit of a wall with the house. Basically, okay. See this section right here, the old drywall, which I'm pretty sure they smoked in the garage because I don't remember drywall. Drywall should look like this, not like this. But anyways, this is the only part that's connected. So all up here, it's just brick on the other side. And then over here, this is my backyard. There's nothing back there. This door is to the outside and there's nothing on the other side of this. So they didn't insulate because they don't have to. So over the portion of the house where the house is, that whole area is insulated. But they only insulate where they need to because builders are cheap. They only do the minimum they have to do. So. Will it be soundproofed? That's one of the reasons I went with Rockwool for the insulation. Rockwool is a little bit more sound deadening. Like, so for example, my AC unit for the house is right on the other side of this wall. It's like 2 feet on the other side of the wall. You used to be able to hear it quite badly. Like, it was loud in the garage. Now that I have the insulation up and I have the drywall up, you can hear it, but it's like background noise, which the noise gate that I normally run, you won't have to worry about it. And then what I'm gonna do is I've got a few bats of Rockwool left. I'm gonna make those boxes that you put with, cover it with fabric and whatnot, and I'm gonna hang them from the ceiling, I think. Put the nozzle cam on the screen. 1 second here. Webcams. There we go. And do I have the lights at the brightest setting? I think I do. Let me double check. No. Brighter lights. It'll take a moment for them to kick in. And it just ooze. Do you use Octoprint for your printers? No, I use Clipper. I run Clipper, so most of them are running mainsail or fluid. Most of them runs mainsail now. How come it draws? Ask the guys who made the default config for the RatRig vCore 3.1, and that's why. So it should do the little poop here. Yeah, oh, it's a Rapido ultra high flow with a 0.6 nozzle, because you need that on a 200 millimeter printer. Actually, it's not even 200 millimeters. It's 185 by 200 now. So. So there we go. Used to glue PLA and paper together. Super glue should work. Super glue should be fine, right? Is it worth it to change over to CNC motor mounts and XY joints on a 2.4? Needing to tear down or replace belts and re-lube rails, trying to figure out. Not really. Those are pretty much the components that will make the biggest difference going with CNC parts. The motor mounts and the XY joints. I'm running carbon fiber motor mounts on this machine because I made them on a video and they're holding up fine so far. But the thing is, if you were to ask me, is the machine behaving any different than it did before? I can't answer. I have no clue. I can't tell the difference. So, what are we printing today? We are printing Monkey. We are printing Transformers Monkey. We're doing Optimus Primal head in some Prusa Mystic Brown PLA. How's the haze? The haze actually ain't too bad today. Although, to be fair, I don't know. I haven't been outside yet. I poked my head out this morning. That's about it. And I still have this thing hooked up on Ethernet so I can get better. I gotta drill a hole in the wall too. I gotta drill a hole in the wall so I can run Ethernet to the garage. Shoot. But yeah, so I gotta end the stream at 1 today. Tomorrow, again, I'm not sure what we're doing on stream. If you're lucky, you might be able to watch paint dry. Because the member stream this month is probably going to be me painting or something in the garage. It hasn't rained yet here, which I kind of goofed. I have 3 extra sheets of 10 by 4 drywall because I can't math. So if anyone's in Southern Ontario, the Windsor area, and it needs 3 sheets of 4 by 10 drywall and wants to come pick them up like tomorrow, because I think it's supposed to rain Sunday and they're in my driveway under a tarp, let me know. Although I may use them for something else. We'll see. Coax? No, okay, so here's the thing. There is coax, but here's the thing. The way my house is laid out, it's a raised ranch. So when you come in, you got the little landing, and you got the stairs that go upstairs and downstairs, right? My server room is the room under the stairs. That's where I have my server, my Unraid server. But also, that's where my router is. My router's on the wall just outside of it, right? Because it's a Wi-Fi router. You don't put it under the stairs. You have it. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, we got a little bit of a failure there. Hopefully it can save it. Hopefully it can save that. Yeah, we can save it. We can save it. Surgery. There we go. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is underneath the stairs and the garage are like, let me pull up the picture again. So there's a landing right here, and underneath the landing is like the stairs go up and down here. So this on this side they go down, on the far side they go up, right? So there's a little landing here at the front of my house. Underneath here is like under the stairs in the basement. And my server's like right here. So what I can do is I'm just gonna drill a hole through the wall and just put some conduit and just run a Cat 5 cable or Cat 6 cable to the router. So that way I'll just be wired right into my home network. So, am I going to Murph? I am going to Murph. I am going to Murph. What I'm gonna do at Murph, I don't know. I had a ton of fun at Murph last year. Murph was awesome last year. Every event I've gone to so far is awesome. But I got a feeling this Murph is going to be pretty... You're not going to see the turnout, I think. I think Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest, like I hope this doesn't make all the Rep Rap Fest tribalistic, but Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest nailed it in terms of like organization, attendance, location, venue. They had everything going for it. Not saying the other ones are bad. They have different atmospheres. But Murph has, to my knowledge, always been the very like Wild West, you know, fly by the seat of your pants Rep Rap Fest, which it's I think it's the oldest one too. But it's in kind of like, it's in Goshen, Indiana. A lot of people flew out to rap. Those that were going to fly out pretty much all flew out to Rocky Mountain. It just kind of seems like I don't think it's going to be as busy. I know a bunch of vendors aren't going. E3D's not going. Content creators, I'm pretty sure Joel's not going. Which, hey, I'll be the biggest content creator there. But it's hard to like make content out of it too. In my case. So for me going, I'm pretty much going just to hang out with people, to hang out with the Voron crew and everyone else is going. I'm just going to hang out. I will try and make content there, but it's going to be kind of interesting because it's like I've already filmed everything that I would normally make content with at like Rocky Mountain and then also at Rapid. So like I'm not going to do a booth interview with, you know, E3D. Well, they're not going to be there, but like we've seen what they've already got. So. Yeah, I'll see you there, Apulo. I'll bring the Nerf gun, or blaster. There's like one low spot on the bed, or it doesn't want to stick. So I'll bring the blaster. I may bring some printers to give away. We'll see. See how much I can fit in the Crosstrek. I'm so happy I have that thing now for this trip. Angus going? No, Angus is going to be all Gucci, and he's going to. Open Sauce and LTX, which I'm having hardcore FOMO about for both those events. So I could do an interview with Creality. They have an after party apparently on the Sunday. I'm tempted to crash it. And by crash, I mean sign up and go and be a upstanding citizen and be, you know, proper. But the thing is, I talked to some people from Creality at Rapid. you're talking to salespeople. You're talking to salespeople. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, where's the source? Oh no, we're working on it. We can't give you an answer because I'm not the engineer guy. That's what you get. That's what you get. So it's kind of shitty, but it is what it is. You're not talking to the engineers. You're talking to the salespeople at these events. I'm still waiting on my K1 to show up. I don't know if they put me on the shit list because I haven't received any info in a while yet. I do want to tear that printer down though. Like when we get our hands on it, I don't think we'll be printing with it. We're just going to tear it down and dive into it. So. But yeah, so it's going to be fun. I'm going for an extra day. Last year, I drove out the Friday and I drove home the Sunday. So I left at like 11 Sunday. This year, I'm driving back Monday. So I'll be able to spend the whole day Sunday at least. LTX. I'm kind of disappointed I'm not going. Well, I can't financially justify, especially, I just bought a new car. I'm renovating the garage and I'm massively over budget already. I cannot justify going, you know, spending my own money to go to LTX, unfortunately. There's no way I'd be able to make enough content and make enough money off said content to justify going to LTX. Somebody let me know that they are sponsoring creators to go, so I reached out to their email and I never got a response back. So that pretty much ends my LTX potential going plans. So that's pretty much it. So. Oh, where am I saying? I'm at the Best Western now, I think. I think I booked at the Best Western because it's the next cheapest hotel. Because again, I don't have a sponsor for Murph. If you do want to sponsor my content, you run a company, let me know. I'll slap your logo on everything I do there, including the live stream. I'll even wear your shirt if you have one, or a hat. But cheap hotel, and it's a short drive. It's a 3.5-hour drive. So yeah, it'd be nice to have a sponsor, but I can swing it without a sponsor. So I stay at the cheap hotel. Driving up to LTX. Well, I live in Windsor, Ontario. Well, not Windsor, I live in the Windsor area. I live as far south as you go in Ontario. And LTX is in Vancouver. I'm not driving to that. Nozzle cam's supposed to be dark. It is with the settings I'm running. If it's too bright, everything gets blown out. That's the problem. No hotel's the cheapest. I did try to see if I can lie down in the back of a Crosstrek. No, I'm not sleeping in the Crosstrek. See, the line is outdated. I have no idea. Like outed, like they did a bad job outed. It's only dark when it's near the bed. Yeah, it has to do with the contrast too. Take a tent, sleep outside. There is an RV area there, but the thing is, I do like having a hot shower in the morning. So, what are we printing? A lot of bed support right now. There's one low spot on the bed, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We are printing Monkey. So we're printing the Optimus Primal in a lot of support and Mystic Brown PLA. Yeah, there's a messed up spot. It's like right here. Some of the brim didn't stick too good. The rest of it's perfect. It's just this one area where the brim just didn't stick too good. So we're gonna kind of hope it doesn't nuke us. No Inconel. No, I don't have any Inconel, unfortunately. Called them out so people are aware of the crap job, so no one uses them, and they've been busy with the pool for 2 years. 2 years to do a pool is ridiculous. Like, a pool is a weak job. You dig the hole, you put the pool in, you wire it up, you're done. We are printing at these speeds. Whatever the default Orca slicer speeds are for a V-Core 3.1. So. No Z-hop? I think I have Z-hop. There is Z-hop. I think. There should be. I don't know. It's default, so it should be. 90,000 in 2 years to do a pool? Yeah, I'd be calling them out too. Like, holy shit. That's ridiculous. Yeah, 90,000 in 2 years to do a pool, that's something's wrong. That one little area of overhang, eh? It just slopes right down. Ah, okay. Are you getting a replica Mariana Trench? Isn't it Mariana's Trench? And also, I don't know what you're referring to. Is the backorder parts for the installer use a number of... My neighbor installs pools for a living. I don't think it's that big of a, like... I don't know, somebody down the street got a pool put in a week. It shouldn't be. 90,000 is way more than it should cost. Well, I don't know. You know, Linus do be ballin'. But yeah. What time does Murph? Here's the thing with Murph. At least last year was the first Murph I ever went to, so I've only gone to one. But technically, the event's open till like the early afternoon on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. The thing is, a lot of people start tearing down pretty early on Sunday. So if you're gonna go to Murph, go the Saturday. The Saturday is the big day. If you don't plan on just, like, if you're in the area, it's okay to go Sunday in the morning, but be aware a lot of people start tearing down pretty early on the Sunday. Nozzle cam is nausea inducing. Yeah, she do be trucking though. She do be trucking. Friday is setup and party. This is true. And let me go Friday weekend, Saturday too. It's our anniversary that weekend. Oh no. If it's anniversary with the wifey, you spend it with the wifey. Do not forego the anniversary with the wifey. Do you wish to live, good sir? I want to live. Oh yeah, isn't Father's Day coming up too? I should probably know about that. Well, it is a nozzle cam. So this is kind of, you're seeing the point of what's going on with nozzle cams. So nozzle cams are really cool because you get these really close-up views at high detail of the nozzle. But if you're trying to like actively monitor your print with a nozzle cam, you can't. Like, you cannot actually monitor a print with a nozzle cam. Like, hey, how's my print doing? No fucking clue. Yeah, the Game of Thrones intro. Ba-na-na-da-da-da. So. See if I got it zeroed now. Oh, no. I got a double shot loaded. Yeah, now it's aimed. Still slightly to the left. Perfect. Oh. We're out. Turn that dot off. My front window has blinds that I'm shooting into, so that it kind of captures them. And difference in accuracy? Yeah, I do lose a little bit of velocity, I think, but it definitely is a lot more consistent accuracy-wise. Like, I'm hitting a window that's about, it's a standard like 2 foot by 2 foot window, and I'm hitting it repeatedly at like the length of my house. So, how many darts have I lost so far? Yes. 2 a.m. Tom, how is it 2 a.m. where you're at? Where are you at? How much is that Nerf gun kit? I don't know. I built it on a live stream, and there's a link in the description. I think it's like $60 to $70 for the goodies that you need, like the hardware for it. And then filament, which, you know, if you want to print it all out of one color, you could probably do it for $1 kilogram, maybe 2. I don't know. How much does this weigh? Okay, so with an empty magazine, it's 1.7 kilograms, but I've also got a stock on it. It's a mod. I got this, which is a mod. I've got a Bushnell TRS 25 red dot and a Magpul Mo grip. So it's got a little bit of kit. Yeah. Oh, and there's upgrades in it too. Heavier than my AR is heavy, because I built mine. It's got an 18-inch heavy barrel, a Magpul grip. How heavy is mine? Do. Yeah, oh yeah, this is heavier. This is airsoft. Oh yeah, she's a fat boy, 4.2 kilogram. But I do love that Miklik comp on the end. It's amazing how heavy airsoft has gotten. That's airsoft. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a very realistic replica. It's airsoft. Kyle, Mike from Canmore bought them all. Air hard. It's not airsoft, it's air hard. So that was a complete budget build that I built ages ago. That thing's like 7 years old, I think. And it's just a bench shooter. Lights are so bright because I'm running a bunch of custom settings. Like if you go back and watch the stream where we installed this, it was a lot brighter at first. The problem with that brightness is once you start moving fast, it gets very blurry. So the reason this is dark is because it has a very low exposure time, so that when it's whipping around, the picture is as clear as possible. So if you, it's, you know, it's like f-stops on a camera, right? So actually, let me see here. Don't use this camera. I'll use this camera. So right now, everything's in focus, okay? And everything's light. Now, what I can do is I can drop my f-stop, okay? So if I drop it all the way down to f 1.4, okay? So now, focus on me. Look how blurry the background is, and everything's a bit brighter at the loss of not everything being in focus. So this is that, you know, in a video you would want this, but because I'm live streaming and you want, you know, everything to be in focus because of the kind of content I do, I don't want this. Okay, I don't. Yes, the blurry background looks cool and it focuses you on me, and I'm actually a little bit clearer of an image because I got proper lighting and whatnot. But the problem is you lose the focus. So what happens is I'm working over here, I'm working over here. It's constantly de-racking focus. It gets really annoying. So normally I run at like F6 or F7. Yeah, F7.1. So now more is in focus, but the image is a little bit darker. But what I can do is I can like drop it right down. There's F16. So technically, like, everything is super in focus, but because the exposure is so quick, it's dark. Not enough light's getting in, but everything like should be smoother because it's less blurry or something like that. Somebody who knows more about cameras, I'm sure there's a YouTube video that explains it all. So. You gotta get that bokeh. So yeah, so the settings are basically tuned to give you the clearest image while rapidly moving at the cost of lighting. So it's a darker image, but it's a much clearer image. So, how do you edit that in Mainsail? It's a file that somebody sent me or told me to put in it on, I think they linked it in the Discord. It's this right here. This auto exposure 1, auto time absolute 25, white balance this, blah, 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 temperature that. So that basically controls your settings. So yeah, so you could make this brighter, but it would be a blurrier image. So if you notice, there are 2 extremely bright LEDs in there. And this is, and also we're printing brown filament. Well, it's actually purple filament that's brown. You see your ZV E10 pic? No, what did you, where'd you post it in? Is it the picture of the camera itself? Oh. Yeah, that's a little tripod. So that lens was actually, I was tempted to get that lens, but I actually ended up going with the Sigma instead. So this is Sigma 18 to 50. So that's a Tamron 17 to 70, I believe. Yeah, that's a Tamron 17 to 70. So you get more zoom out of it, and you can get a little bit wider. And I also believe it's mechanical for the zoom. It's manual for the zoom for this, but this is more compact and lighter, and it's also $200 Canadian cheaper. So we went with this one, which this is, for what I'm using it for, it's perfect. I might bring this camera to Rapid. We'll see. Tiny camera with a huge lens. Well, like, this is the lens that it came with, which is a 16 to 50. So kit 16 to 50 lens, Sigma 18 to 50 lens. Which one do you think has better quality? I'm just kind of a little disheartened that the whole thoughts of buying a new camera have kind of gone completely away. I was all excited to get a new camera, and then it's like, wait a minute. In terms of money, we have no money because the garage is expensive. Yeah, they all. If you're buying a camera like that, see if you can buy it without the kit lens. Save $100, or just try and sell it on eBay for like $100. Stupid XL. Oh fuck. I still haven't gotten the bill yet. Luckily, the Mark IV I've already paid for. But Big Papa Joey P is going to want his blood money, and that thing's going to be like, how much is it again? Fuck, how much am I in the hook for? Prusa. I'm going to be milking that thing for as much content as I can. You better believe it. Okay. XL. Where the frick is the XL? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so I got a two-head semi-assembled. So $2,500. So $2,500 US is $3,300 Canadian. Times tax, which the government's going to want, and then add what? How much is shipping? Like $150, and then plus add whatever for FedEx fucking me on whatever other charge. Yeah, that's $4 grand to get a Prusa XL 2-head in Canada. I'm actually considering canceling, just because that is such a big hit. Yeah. Because the garage is costing me more than I want it to. So. Yeah, I can buy the stupidly overpriced VR set from Apple that, you know, my Rift S does pretty much everything it does. Or that I would want it to do, so. Yeah, so we'll see when the time comes when I actually get the email what kind of state we're at. But we'll see. I really want to build the Mark IV or the XL. Mark IV is happening no matter what. Mark IV I've already paid for. Actually, your Patreon has paid for Mark IV. So those that support on the Patreon, because that goes to my PayPal, and Prusa selects accepts PayPal, that covered it. So thank you. But yeah, the XL is we'll see. Cross 2010, $10, Prusa XL hype train. You guys already did that once to make me put the down payment down. But there's a big difference between a down payment and the actual final bill. Cancel a printer and get a pool. I don't want a pool. My mom lives 5 minutes from me. Her house is 5 minutes from me. She has a pool. So. Buy some merch. Yeah, go. You want to buy an Only Benji's hat? Link in the description. Exclamation mark merch in chat. Also, I need to figure out a sponsor for Formnext too, because I think I can go to Formnext. What's printing? We are printing, well, right now, a bunch of support, but we are printing the Monkey. The Optimus Primal face. What did I do there? Yeah. Why don't I see G-code? What the heck is this? What did I hit? Anyways, we're printing Optimus Primal. Okay. So one XL or two X1C combos. Well, here's the thing though. It's a dual-headed setup. That's a completely different beast than a AMS setup. Sell the boy, but I like my boy. He's my son. I ain't getting rid of him for a Prusa. Not worth it. I hit the horizontal slider. Oh. Also, I have two bamboos. They haven't done anything in over a month, so. Last I heard was July. So I'm hoping the Mark IV comes in June, or by the end of this month, so we can build that. I would like to build the Mark IV in the garage. I would like to have the garage to the point where I can at least do a build in the garage. Sell the bamboo. I've got a whole room of printers I need to get rid of. The 5-head tool changer. The thing is, it is a 5-head tool changer. Like, Like 5-headed tool changers are not cheap. Like a tool change machine is not cheap. Like even E3D, the tool change and motion system, it's not. This doesn't even come with anything. Like you for full tool you need that, and yeah, so okay, so if you want Volcano, there you go, Hemera, Revo Hemera. Okay. So yeah, so this is 240. So this is what? This is so 240 times 4 equals plus 1208 equals, so that's 2168. Okay. And then was that Great British Pound to USD? So that's $2,700 versus, well, I guess the tool head. So yeah, so this is $3,500 for the semi-assembled. Okay. And you have to fully build it. And I think, does it come with every, like, does this have everything? Does this have the bed? Yeah, the power supply is not supposed with the variable bed. Yeah, so you also have to buy the bed. So yeah, like, it's 5 tool change systems are not cheap. I'm keeping the X1C. I'm keeping the X1C. The X1C I actually use occasionally because of the multi-material, which we got to do. You know what? I don't know if I'll do it tonight. We got to put another Hydra together. So let's. Are you loaded or unloaded? What are you doing? It is detected the lead screws may need lubrication. Would you like to? No, fuck off. I got to print another Hydra. Cheaper to get 5 machines, but if you're using a tool changer, you're using the tool changer. It's if you need it, actually having independent extruders and nozzles is a huge thing when it comes to doing multi-material prints. Like, there's a reason I refer to these setups like the AMS as multicolor setups, not multi-material. Because yes, while you can print PLA and ABS at the same time, you're using one nozzle, you're cross-contaminating, you're having issues with temperature, because you got to change the temperature between different materials. You can't do funky stuff like, hey, print the walls with a 0.3 millimeter nozzle for high detail, and then use a 1.2 millimeter nozzle for really fat, quick infill every couple layers. That we only got to do infill every like 4 layers. Like there's things you can do with a tool changer that you just cannot do with a setup like this, or a setup like, or have it as reliable. So also a shit ton of waste. Bring printers to Murph, do giveaways. I probably will. I've got a bunch of printers I've never used other than like unbox and do. Once I get the garage set up, I will be doing some giveaways. I got a Saval SV06 Max or Plus. That's going back in its box. I'm going to give that away. The Cheaty I'll probably give away. I'll reset it to default and give it away. I still have the box for it. There's a few printers. We'll see. So. How long is the waste? It's not so much the waste. You have to understand, for some of these machines, it's not just material costs. It's capabilities and time. If you are running a print farm, okay, and you need to print multicolor things as part of your print farm, the filament swap on a bamboo with an AMS takes a long bloody time. Like, Bender here took like a day and a half with the default settings, because there's areas where you're doing 5 filament changes per layer, okay? And this was on an, this was on an ERCFA, because this has 5 colors in it, or 6, 5 or 6, and the AMS only has 4. But still, it's the same thing. Whereas, you know, a tool changer, you can actually swap quicker because you just dock and undock. You don't need to do that big retraction. You don't need to do that big purge. And also it allows you to do stuff like feed TPU and PETG. Like you could have a TPU nozzle and a PETG nozzle. It's fine. So it depends on the user. It depends on the use case. You have to understand the vast majority of people who are into 3D printing at the home level, hobbyist level, have an ender and they print whatever the random meme print of the month is on Reddit or off Twitter. Like, for those of us that build these kind of machines, we're the niche. We are the niche. Like, I did a poll a little while ago. Because every now and then, anytime I do anything with like a Revo, I always get like a group of like, it's always the same couple people that always like, oh, the Revo's not high flow. Oh, the Revo's shit and slow and blah, blah, blah. But like, where is it? Yeah, here. Okay, how much do you actually print? Okay. So of the almost 3,000 people of my audience, and my audience probably skews more towards the high speed, low drag, custom DIY printers than like generic ender clones. What is this? More than 90% of my audience prints less than 5 spools a month. And half of them prints less than a spool a month. So that ultra 60 millimeters cubed a second nozzle is really putting in work there for the vast majority of you. So yeah. Like even me, I'm into 1 to 5 spools a month category, if that. So, and that's only because there are months where I do like a big project like the Mando, where I'll just print, like the Mando's 10 spools of filament. Plus all that work. Like this month I'm probably in 2 to 3 because I did the blaster. But a lot of the time, unless I'm gearing up for a printer build, like I don't print random knickknacks for just to put on my shelf. I'll do cool little things here and there, but I'm not churning through the filament like some, like, yeah. Now, granted, once I get the garage set up and I can actually print farm stuff, because I'll be able to actually print while I'm recording, because I'll have 2 locations, I'll probably print more. But that's also the thing right now. All my printers are in this room where I do stuff. And, you know, it gets hot in this room once all the printers are going, because I keep this room sealed off. So it'll be nice to actually have a print location. So hardly anyone uses. Somebody sent me they had a crypto farm, and they were retiring, getting out of it. So somebody sent me a 3080 to upgrade my main desktop. So I put that in the other day, and I fired up VR for the first time in like a year. Yeah. That was fun. Also, Cyberpunk at like, you know, ultra ray tracing, because I've never played with ray tracing. Holy shit. I need a Poly. I'm not sponsored by Polymaker. We do the giveaways and the discount codes, and I do have an affiliate link. But I am not sponsored by what I would consider a sponsorship by Polymaker. There's no money exchanging except for affiliate links, which that's not payment, that's an affiliate link. Happy with my 3060. I had a 5700 XT, and I was having weird, funky issues with it, with AMD drivers and like rendering. I was having issues with, like, it would just be funky. Certain games would be weird. DaVinci didn't play the greatest with it. It worked, but I would get like weird. I sometimes have to re-encode stuff sometimes. So I started using hardware encoding a lot of the time instead of GPU accelerated encoding. Yeah, it's all fine now with the 3080. So. Got a 38. Well, here's the thing also. My main monitor is a 1080p monitor. Now, granted, it's a 1080p 165 hertz monitor, but it's a 1080p monitor. So, 1080, a 3080, I should be able to max out everything on that thing. No, I haven't played Cyber. I was playing Half-Life Alyx, which when I played it, it was back when I had a 1060, so I had to play it on like minimum settings. So now playing it at like fully maxed out. So. Although also, problem with VR, you play for half an hour and anything intensive, you start sweating and it's annoying to wear the headset. Oop, somebody bought some merch. Woo! Keep forgetting I have that pop-up for it. RTX Nerf scan support. Good morning from the future. So that's another thing I got to figure out. Once I get the garage set up, like when we did the stream out there for the members, where the teardown, we were streaming from my laptop. It handled it at like Lego resolution. So I got to figure out a computer for out there. So luckily I have the 5700 XT that I'll probably use. So luckily restreaming, like what this computer does, any graphics card can do. So that rocks. 3 1080p monitors at 60 hertz. So my setup is upstairs. I've got two monitors. I got two 1080p monitor, 24-inch monitors side by side. And then I have a 19-inch, I think it is, above it. And that 19-inch is like 1600 by 900 or something. It's an old monitor. That I have Discord and prints on it. So half of it is Discord and the other half is like if I'm running prints, I have like the webcam feed from it there. And then on my main monitor, I got my main monitor, which is like browsing, games, editing, whatever. And then my secondary monitor is like YouTube, basically. Yeah, that laptop. Yeah, so like here's the thing. I still have this. So like, you know, I've got this guy, but this is, you know, DDR2, an X5450. We don't have PCI. We got one PCI Express slot, and it's PCI Express 8. That's a regular PCI. Oh, we got a PCI Express 1X. So this computer, no, this ain't gonna work. I've got a case. I got GPU. I got a GPU. So I need to get a power supply, RAM, motherboard, CPU, another cam link card. I need cameras. Like I'm quickly realizing how much it costs to set up a streaming setup from scratch or shop from scratch, because I need to like basically have what I have here also out there, because I don't want to move stuff. I don't want to, like, this camera is on a mount that's attached to the wall. It's got a dummy battery in it. Everything's zip tied up for cable management. I don't want to have to cut the zip ties, take out the dummy battery, take that out, bring it all upstairs, put it up on a setup out there. Like same with that camera, this overhead camera that's mounted to the wall with cables and everything. Like, so I need like a whole other setup for out there, which kind of sucks. So we'll see. So I'm going to be hitting up the Facebook Marketplace a lot lately. Like monitors are easy. Like for what I'm doing in this room, this is a $99 Walmart monitor. It's a 1080p. This one is an old Dell. And the one I'm looking at right now that has OBS on it, like, oh wait, I have a camera. Yeah. So this is I bought this one. I should have bought more of these. These were $99 at Walmart. Samsung 1080p monitors. This is an old Dell 16x10 monitor. And this is a Dell that I paid $2 for. Which just has OBS on it. So, yeah. The motherboard, I might have some RAMs in it. Okay, I'll let you know. I gotta figure it out. Right now, all my setup is AMD. Everything's socket AM4. Like my main desktop, this desktop, and my Unraid server are all socket AM4. So that way I can swap stuff between them. But AM4 is now officially outdated. And anything I put in the garage, here's the thing with the garage. While I will be heating and cooling the garage, I won't be doing that all the time because it gets expensive. And like, so whatever I put in the garage, I kind of want to do a solid state computer, like as little moving parts as possible and stuff that can take a bit of abuse, especially like dust ingress. I got to be careful for that because, you know, the problem is, like, for example, last night, my wife came home from work. She opened the garage door and came into the house through the garage. The garage is now filled with mosquitoes at night. There's tons of mosquitoes this time of the year. So all the lights in the garage were off except for one little LED on a breaker bar, like an extension bar, you know, your breaker bar or whatever, that I had the fridges plugged into. And this morning there was hundreds of dead mosquitoes around that LED because that was the only source of light, and they all bugged that. So if I have a computer in there, I don't want bugs and, like, you know, if I open up the door at night, everything coming in, and so I want to have like a completely like sealed up motion, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Do I have an affiliate link for? No, I only have the one Polymaker. Heated jacket. Well, here's the thing too. We're printing out there. So a lot of the printers I'll have out there will be enclosed printers, so they can handle the heat. Well, the heat is fine. The heat's fine. It's cold in the winter. So these sealed up should be okay for heat because they'll just heat their own enclosure and we'll be fine. But, you know, keeping me warm and cold out there is going to be the thing. So I would like to get a... It doesn't need to be powerful. Like right now, this computer, we used to have a 3100X and a 1060 for streaming, and the 1060 NVENC handles it just fine. This is a 1070 now. It handles encoding just fine. So any GPU will be fine for encoding. CPU and RAM is pretty much dependent on what I'm running. It's nice to have a good CPU in case I load up CAD stuff out here. Same in the garage, but it's not super. Industrial mini PC there, designed for factory. I'll send you a link. They aren't expensive. It's got to be able to accept PCI Express though, because I got to put PCI Express cards in it. So, old school bug zapper. Well, normally it's fine. It's just last night, wifey went in through the garage. So that's another thing. We're gonna have to change our habits because normally when we come into our house, we come in through the garage. We got to change that up once I get the garage set up. So that's something we're gonna have to change up. Airlock on the garage door. Well, here's the thing. Let me pull up the super accurate CAD here. Let me pull it up here. Where is it? Where is the CAD? Okay, so here's the CAD. Okay, so the plan is garage things like, okay, so my garage, for those wondering, is 20 by 15 feet. In European, that is whatever the conversion rate is. So it's 20 feet long, 15 feet wide. This workspace from about here to here is about 10 feet. Okay, so 10 feet by about a little over 10 feet this way. Now, there'll be a workbench on one side and racks on the other. CNC stuff back here. So let me pull up the 360 picture that I have when it's all cleared out. That AutoCAD? It's NASA grade AutoCAD. Okay, so here in my garage is everything. Okay, so good, there's nothing outside. Okay, so just outside, this is outside. Okay, so this line right here, roughly about where this little like white mark is, that lines up with the garage door. So I can't have anything under the garage door when it opens. Two reasons. One, I want to go all the way to the ceiling with a wall. So that way, wind, dust, weather, if the garage door is open, it doesn't come into the print area or the shop area, okay? Two, if it's raining outside and somebody opens this door, this drips water, okay? I don't want water dripping on my printers. There's a reason I avoid liquid cooling hotends. So, this is pretty much dictates the extent of the shop area. So the plan is, go to Home Depot, get one of those 77 inch by 78 inch by 2 feet deep shelving units, those heavy duty shelving units. That will be kinda here, okay? So it'll start roughly about here, come out, come across to about here, come up, and basically on this line will be the front of it. And then what I'll do is the back, I'll probably cover it with the extra drywall I have or some plywood or whatever, and make just, you know, use it as the surface to put the wall to. I'm not going to insulate it or anything, there's no real point. But that will basically act like a dummy wall just to have a backing. And then all this stuff can pile up against it. So I still have, you know, my storage for garage. Some of this, I'll get a shed in the back to put some of it, but like my lawnmower and stuff like that, well, I kind of want to keep it inside. This will have a little box built around it, so you don't see the electrical panel, but I can get at it if I need to. This area right here will be like CNC stuff, hopefully. Back wall here will have benches on it. Like my hose is right here, so I need to be able to get at this stuff. But what I'm going to do is from the edge of the shelf to probably this corner right here, there's a little corner right here, I'm going to run like a heavy duty cable along the ceiling with a curtains, so I can like close off the shop area really easily, but also open it up if I need to. So that's kind of the plan. And then this big, so basically I'll have, you know, my toolbox is here. So this gives you an idea. So from the front of the toolbox to here is kind of the open space. And then I'll just get like a bench with wheels that I can kind of move around, so for different camera angles and whatnot. And then I'll just have it in place. Make it a green screen curtain. That would be a good idea, but it'd probably get really dirty, because the problem is this is still a garage. Like, I do have my fridges in here and my freezer, like, so luckily, you know, hopefully I can get something with RTX voice or something to noise cancel, to get rid of that hum in the background, which normally you don't hear. There's one in this room too, you don't hear it. Paint that floor. The floor, I'll probably put something down, those little pads or something, a little click together. I know Pooch did it, or Uncle Jesse used it in his setup. I want to do something like that. I got to paint the door too, because it's really not like everything that was done by the previous owner is really sketchy and really half-assed. So I've been undoing a lot of that. So I got to paint the garage. I got to paint the door. I'll put something on the door so you don't see the door, because you're going to, the door, normally the camera will be like, I think the camera will be like here looking into this way, or here looking this way. I want to have the camera on something I can move it around easily. So why do you have fridges in your garage? Hello, who are you? Sebas. This is called a beer fridge. You put your beer in it. It's just, I don't know, it's a thing we do. You usually, when you have your house, if you have a garage, when you buy a new fridge, you take your old fridge and you put it in the garage. And that's where, like, you know, if you get your Gatorade, you put it in there, your case of Coke, you put it in there, your beer, you put it in there. If you got like an event going on where you got a bunch of leftovers, you put it in there. So it's basically just a fridge for bulk storage. And then the problem is, this is a garage. It's not heated and cooled. So in the winter, your freezer doesn't work on most indoor fridges. If you were to take your fridge and leave it outside in the winter, the freezer doesn't work. It turns off because the sensor for it is like not inside of it. It's weird. So you have a bunker freezer. We call them bunker freezer. People call them chest freezers. It depends on where you are. It's a regional dialect. Upstate Utica, you wouldn't understand. So this is where you put, like, you know, when you go to Costco and you buy 20 pounds of a dead animal, you put it in this freezer. And again, out in the garage, because, you know, it's just, that's where we put them all. Oh. That's not enough money for it. That's not enough money to do it. Dead body freezer. So yeah, so these will be in my garage. They make a noise, but hopefully noise canceling will take care of it. I'm not too concerned. I don't know about you, but when I'm watching like a YouTube video and it's a YouTuber and they're like, oh, sorry for the noise, they're doing construction across the street, or there's like an air conditioning on and they apologize for the noise. Am I the only one that never hears the noise? Like, it happens all the time where it's like, oh, sorry about the noise, or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't hear shit. Like, am I the only one? Yeah, like anytime I'm doing a proper video, I'm recording using, you know, a wireless lav. I go into DaVinci, I put 5% noise isolation on it, and it just like kills any background noise. Now, granted, the garage reno, that whole series is being filmed on my camcorder, my really shitty camcorder that makes bad noises. Like, you can hear it making a tick noise in the background. It's horrible. That's the point. It's a reno video. It's a vlog. I'm making fun of it. So, yeah. But that video is doing better than the keyboard video that I spent, you know, 3 days on and recorded in 4K 60 FPS. So yeah. I like the keyboard video too, but I find it absolutely hilarious. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, spent 3 days, and I spent probably $100 of my own, actually over $100 of my own money to buy extra components, which the sponsorship will cover, but I'm pretty much breaking even on this video, to make a custom DIY keyboard. I'm fucking around in my garage with horrible quality and half-assed edit. I edited this video in an hour. More views. Yay. The algorithm. Had to sample point notes. DaVinci is really good. DaVinci has a thing called voice isolation that's like AI powered or whatever. It just kills background noise. It's amazing. I've slept through I've slept on ranges many times in my Army days. How's the orbiter? It's going good. I don't have a close-up cam. Although Doggo is borking, so I'll be back in a minute. I want to go see what the Doggo's borking about. You know who's in charge. Yeah, there's nobody out there. He's just borking to bork. So, PM me on Discord about what? Ooh. What did you PM me on Discord about NH3? Oh, okay, one second here. Acoustic, pound panels, gray. Okay, so I've been looking at these. The only thing is I'm very hesitant to use anything foam. Just because of it is a garage and things get very dusty out there. Now, granted, this was before I sealed everything up, but like, there are generations of spiders and other critters that are now sealed in those walls. Like the amount I've seen things you wouldn't believe out there in terms of like just the stuff. Now, hopefully now that's all sealed up, it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm hesitant to use anything that will like collect dust, but most noise canceling stuff will. So I do have the extra rock wool. I may do the boxes thing. The thing is, on the ceiling, I have to sand it all because I'm going to paint it. I'm going to get a vapor barrier paint at least and paint the ceiling with a heavy duty paint. But I need to figure out colors. So this wall right now I'm working on. I'm trying to get that wall done as soon as possible. So like I gotta go tape up here. I forgot to tape up here. So I gotta tape and mud the top seam. Or I may just lazy and run a glaze of caulking, we'll see. And then I gotta sand it all, and then that way I can paint this wall. So this wall, I'm just gonna paint it. I think I'm just gonna use the gray, the leftover gray I have from this room, and paint this wall. But once this wall is done, I can put all this shit against this wall, put my fridges back and everything, and that'll allow me to finish the rest here. So I need a color. I need to figure out what color. So like right now this room is like a gray. I think it's actually Battleship gray. I need to figure out what color to paint the wall. I'm gonna paint the door an accent color to the wall, and I might even cover the door with something, like hang something on it so you don't even see the door. But I need to paint, like paint it something. Green screen green. No! We are not on Twitch. I would love to be able to do like, actually now that I think about it, this is kind of like just chatting content. But either way, ocean gray or battleship. Well, this is Battleship gray. I don't want to have a different color so that you could easily different. Like I got to set these two rooms apart. So I don't want to do gray. Red is too bright. The Only Benchies. Does Only Benchies have a color? Oh, only like, what color is my logo? That's the wrong button. Yeah, so that's like a light blue. Sage green, sugar loaf, everything Prusa orange. Orange is way too used. Too many people use orange. And the whole purple and blue like LED, I'm trying to avoid what everyone else does. I'm trying to avoid what everyone else does. Like, also, we got, why are we after dark mode? Come on. There we go. I'm trying to avoid doing what everyone else does. Like, there's a certain aesthetic to the scuffness that we embrace on this channel. Autumn colors, puke green, no. A midnight blue. Midnight blue. Midnight blue. Like something like midnight blue. Midnight blue might be good. Do rustic man cave. I'll just cover everything with shiplap plain wood. Light beige sand colors. No, I want it to be dark to hide any, like, because again, it is a shop. I will be doing CNC stuff out there. I may be getting a welder. There's a company who wants to send me a welder, so we may be getting a welder. So I kind of need to, like, I want it to be able to hide dirtiness, and light color is not a good color for that. Plus, I'm going to put stuff on the walls. Sherman-Williams upward. Sherman-Williams upward. Sherman upward. Oh, that's very gray. This room is gray. I don't want to do another gray room. Back room's yellow. It's a light blue. That looks, that is very gray. I don't know if it's my monitor or my eyes. That looks very gray though, and it's way too light. I don't. The problem is light makes it look bigger, dark makes it look smaller. But I don't want to use bright. Sonic acoustic tile, neon pink, maroon. I had my room was maroon when I was a kid. So channel logo. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to do channel logo colors because we change it, and I may be changing the logo in the future. So I don't want to be stuck with that. Like I've got my, remember the old logo? Remember this? Race car wallpaper. Ooh, urban camo. Is there a nozzle cam? Even better, Alexander. There's an entire live stream that we did on Tuesday. So go watch Tuesday's live stream. We put it in there. Yeah, also the lighting. So right now I've just got some really cheap LED lights screwed in. Tool of pegboards. So the far wall, this wall, you're not going to see much of because it's going to be benches. Like it's going to be a tool, like a bench all the way across. This tool chest will probably be underneath one of the benches. This one right here, this tool chest is probably going to live over here in the CNC area, probably. And then this, I don't know where I'll put it, but this is going to be benches, and then I want to have like shelves above it. So like cabinet type shelving. So you're probably not going to see a lot of this wall. You're going to see this wall more. And then this might have stuff on it too. Like I kind of want to get it to the point where I'm ready to paint and then figure it out. Like this wall, I'm just going to paint gray or white or whatever random color I have extra of I can find that I already have. Because this wall is, I really don't care. You're not going to see this wall. I just need it done so I can put stuff against it. And then if I want to repaint it later, that's easy. What kind of CNC? There's a few I've been talking about potentially getting. We'll see when one shows up, if one shows up. 18% gray. Could do that. That also implies I do white balancing, which I don't. AWB, go! Gulf Racing Ocean Blue. Ocean Blue. That might be too light. Ooh. Actually. Yeah, Gulf. I could look like this strapping individual here. Imagine this, but in wall form. Go to Home Depot and soon hold a bunch of swatches against your arms to wash down and avoid those colors. Yeah, true. Tarragon SW960. Well, here's the thing. I would like to basically get the room, get everything ready to paint. And then what we'll do is I'll do a scuff live stream out there somehow. We'll figure out colors. Here, ooh, I kind of like this. I know it's a gray, and I said I don't want to do gray, but I kind of like this. Tarragon. I kind of like that because it's like a bluey. Tarragon. I like that. I like that. Who said that? Who said that? Thoughts on Onefinity? Onefinity is Canadian. I would like to get in touch with the Onefinity folks. I would like to try one of their machines out. Who is that? Rogue Phantasm. That's a nice color. I like that. Just put up 3D printed tiles. That's called a fire hazard. Remember when Uncle Jesse put out a video where he's like, I'm just gonna print little light covers out of PLA and put them on my walls, and he got crucified for it in the comments? Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not putting anything on, like 3D printed on the wall like that. Y'all are crazy. Okay, so Tarragon, and that's a Sherwin-Williams, which is good because Sherwin-Williams is near my house. Okay. So Tarragon 660. Any other colors you guys recommend? Magic Smoke Gray. I don't think Magic Smoke Gray is a real color. Do a couple different. Well, here's the thing. The wall is going to be one color. The door is going to be a different color. The trim and the desks are going to be different colors. There's going to be backsplashes and edging around everything. That'll be a different color. Indigo Batik. Wintergreen Color Bond. That doesn't show up anything. Galaxy Black. No. Indigo Batik. That's kind of the same thing. What was the other one? Tarragon. I think I like the Indigo more. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'll add it to the list. I get you a discount, send me an email. My email is nero3dp@gmail.com. I'm also in Canada, so be careful with that, because not all stuff works. Sparkle Red. What kind of filament? Well, it's not electric, it's the fire rating. It's like your little outlet covers are fire resistant, like they're fire rated. They're like PVC, I can't remember. But the problem is PLA is it catches fire, so. Dorian Gray. Red End Point, Sherwin-Williams Color of the Year. Let's see here. Nah. I don't want to do a beigey light color like this. Tarragon with wood tables would be nice, yeah. Let me go see what I have. I'm trying to remember what I have in this room. I hope you can still hear me. Am I the only one home? Hello? Oh, just doggo. What's this? Oh, I was wrong. It's mild wind is what I have in that room. So that's mild wind. Or is this what I have in this room? Oh, nope, this is it. Yeah. Oh, hi. Thought you were out. Ah. Okay, so I was wrong. It's not Battleship Gray. Battleship Gray was the color I was going to do, that I went with this. So in this room, it is currently Beauty Tone London Road is what I have in this room. Major Wind, I think, is a room upstairs then. So this is what I'm going to paint some of the garage with, because I already have it. And I've still got a ton in here. What did you at me with? Human choose a color I always like Dorian Gray. Ooh. What was his email? Nero3dp@gmail.com. If you go to YouTube and you go to about view email address. There you go. There's my email address. Also, hey, we're almost at 10.2 million views. Cool. Woo! Pacific Palette. Oh, Dunn Edwards. I don't think we have that in Canada. Tarragon. I'm really liking this Tarragon. This I do kind of like, but now what would be a good accent color for this Tarragon? What would be a good accent color for that? Raisin. We are now a interior design channel, by the way. Raisin. I don't know. Like, is this for the accent color? Is the like button? I don't know. Everyone double check the like button. Make sure the like button's working. Be good feng shui. Gotta shake this up now before I use it. Full detail should have accent colors. Color sample and trim. Where's full details? Upload photo. Where's full details? Oh, full detail. There you go. Available on that. Color collection, Emerald Designer, neutral. No. Green and tans are accent colors for. A green would be nice. Do the door in like a green of some sort. All those Canadians turn their tech channels into home improvement. Hey, I got to write off the mortgage somehow, right? Morgan gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Gotta shake this up because I gotta use this now. What time are we at? We got. Oh shoot! I gotta end the stream now. Hey, did you enter to win some Polymaker filament? You got like 1 minute. Go do it now, and like the smash button where you're down there. Because I gotta end the stream because the wifey's gotta go to work. Yeah, I thought I had to go. Yeah, it's 1:05. I gotta end the stream. Silver strand. Let's look at the silver strand. We're gonna look at silver strand and then we're gonna do the giveaway. Sherman-Williams. Oh, that's very. As an accent, like to do the edging, like the trim pieces, this actually wouldn't be too bad. As a trim piece accent to go with the other one. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway. So if you haven't entered, you'll have another chance tomorrow night. If you're on the Discord, go enter for the community challenge at the bottom of the Discord. Go enter for that, and then also go to the Nero channel, the live stream channel, and let me know what you want to do on live stream tomorrow, because I need ideas. Because I'm gonna go back and do more renovation stuff. So this entire week is pretty much a write-off in terms of actual practical content for this channel. Okay, no longer accepting responses. Let's do this giveaway. Copy all these names. Look at all the people who don't know how to do math. Okay. Okay. So somebody give me a number between 6 and 9. Let's have some fun. Somebody give me a number between 6 and 9. 7. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, round and round she goes. Where she stops, the computer knows. And you'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Woo, Kevin Deck. Let me pull up your information. Oh, you lucked out. Okay, so congratulations. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your Polymaker filament. And if you want to check out Polymaker, they make good printer trowel. Link in the video description as well. So we're going to end it there. When this print finishes tomorrow, I'll post a picture of it. Hopefully it finishes fine. But I'll post a picture of it in the Discord and on the Twitter. So follow me at 3DP Nero on Discord or on Twitter, that hellhole of a website. Join the community Discord, link in the description. Enter for your, put your entry in for the community challenge. Every month we do a community challenge stream at the end of the month. You win some filament, you win some Only Benchies merch. And shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we give away this stream. Check out them and more, links in the description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And for all those that donate to the channel, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, blow way more money than I thought I would on a garage reno. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. So I'm gonna go hang out with the little guy this afternoon, and then go do sanding and mudding once he goes to sleep. So see you tomorrow night. Bye, bye, bye.